Why UFC fighters are scared of Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is known to be one of the scariest men in the UFC, not only because of his knockout power when in the octagon. Pereira has a past that many people are shocked to hear about, and it'll leave you shook. Alex Pereira grew up in the jungles of Brazil, and he's witnessed some crazy things in his life. But after hearing about the time Alex Pereira had to take out a black panther with his bare hands, I freaked out. This man is literally the toughest guy in the UFC and has experienced things that some people will never get to in their lives. This recent news has the UFC media shook, and I'm not sure if anyone's gonna want to accept a match with him after this. As if Alex Pereira wasn't feared enough in the UFC, now we have a bigger reason to fear the champ. Alex Pereira literally holds the record for becoming the fastest UFC champion of all time. After achieving his third win against Israel Adesanya in his life, I knew Alex Pereira was going to be a feared man. But now that Alex Pereira is the champ, he's been seen on different podcasts and doing a lot of work with the UFC. Luckily for us, we get to learn more about Alex Pereira during this process. Recently, Alex Pereira was on a podcast and explained a story about the time he ran into a wild panther in the jungles of Brazil. He explains how it was a common thing to see panthers, but his interaction with it wasn't very common. Alex Pereira was actually attacked by the panther, and once you hear what this man did after, you'll be shocked. This story is insane, and I can't wait to get into it and explain it all to you. There's obviously so much to get into today with all that's going on in the UFC. But we'll mainly be sticking to why fighters are scared of Alex Pereira. We all knew that Alex Pereira was a savage, but this just proves it, and it easily makes him the most feared man in the UFC. Like I said, there's a lot to get into today, so be sure to stick around and watch this video until the end as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for stopping by today and visiting us at Warrior Report. We post daily UFC updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this, leave a like, and comment keyword UFC to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer is picked at the end of each month. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at why fighters are scared of Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira came into the UFC and literally became the champion of his division faster than anyone ever has in the history of the company. This man is a Brazilian savage, but what's interesting about him is he comes from a different part of Brazil. Pereira explains how he and his family live in the jungles of Brazil and basically live a pretty uncivilized life. As in, they don't go shopping for their food or really have electricity near them. They literally live in the middle of a jungle and are a tribe that has existed for a long time. These people are nicknamed stone people by other Brazilians, basically stating that they're as strong as stone. It actually makes sense because Alex Pereira's hands literally seem like they're made out of stone. The man is a savage and has literally beat Israel Adesanya 3 different times in his life. Although I must say their last match was a great and impressive on both men's parts. Izzy almost had him at the end of the second round, but I guess it was meant for Pereira to have that belt. Alex Pereira is currently the champion, and according to Israel Adesanya, he's looking forward to a rematch. It's only a matter of time before we see these two step foot into the octagon again. And when that does happen, UFC history will be made. These guys are UFC legends and some of the most respected men in the UFC industry. Alex Pereira has a lot of hype built around him right now, especially with his big win. I love to see it, and this is what makes the UFC such an interesting sport. It's said by Dana White that 2023 would be the best year the UFC has ever seen, and by the looks of it, I believe it. Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev's match was insane, and now we have Jon Jones' comeback to look forward to. The UFC is crushing it, and it won't be long before we see Izzy Adesanya and Alex Pereira's rematch. There's definitely big things coming this year, and I'm excited to witness all of it in the making. Dana White has made a big promise with these matches, and he definitely plans on fulfilling it. Somehow, the UFC continues to reach record numbers every year, and it sure will again this year. There's so much more to get into about why people are scared of Alex Pereira, but we'll save all that for another video. Thanks for stopping by today and visiting us at Warrior Report. We post daily UFC updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, leave a like, and comment keyword UFC to enter a chance at winning our brand new iPhone giveaway. One lucky viewer is picked at the end of each month. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time at Warrior Report.